Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to our next Job Site Live. We're a little late. We had a tornado warning here at our global headquarters in Elyria, Ohio, but we're all set now. We got the A-OK. So today I'm here with Alex, and he's going to walk through our sectional machine lineup. If you guys have any questions throughout the live, throw them in the chat, use the question mark icon, and we'll do our best to get to them. And then one lucky viewer will be randomly selected to win a JBL. And so with that, I'm going to turn it on over to Alex.
Cool. Thanks, Maddie. Hi, everybody. My name is Alex Meyer. I'm the product manager here at Ridgid for drain cleaning. So yeah, today we're going to go through all of our sectional machines, give you an overview of our lineup, some features and benefits to both, maybe learn a few things about them, and then maybe help you pick something that's best for your truck. So first off, kind of why sectional machines? So it's the day-old debate, sectional machines versus drum machines, but it's really Pepsi and Coke. Both have their advantages and what can effectively clean a drain. But what people like about sectional machines is, one, they're generally a bit smaller, compact machines, lighter weight, so a bit easier to take up on a roof or get into a tight workspace. With a sectional machine as well, you transport the machine and the cable separately, so it kind of mitigates the whole weight of the job there. Sectional machines too, they have a clutch handle, so basically that's going to activate, spin the cable, and then when you release that clutch handle, the cable just stops, and some people like that control. So we're going to go through all the machines here, but starting off with our smallest one, our K50. So our K50 here, like I said, smallest sectional machine. It runs 5/8 sectional cable. It gives me really good for 2-inch and under pipes. So your sinks, tubs, maybe some small floor drains. It sits on these three legs here, and really nice, can feed right into a wall outlet below a sink. What's cool about the K50 as well, it has this optional drum attachment that would go on the back here. This can run 1/2-inch or 3/8 drum machine cable and have up to 50 feet. So really, it's kind of the only product out there that can kind of operate like a sectional machine or a drum machine. Kind of moving our way up, we next get to our K60 sectional machine. So this runs 5/8 and 7/8 cable, so good for 2-inch to 4-inch lines. What's pretty cool with this machine is because it can run 5/8 cable, I can do some of my smaller jobs like sinks and some floor drains, and then with the 7/8, get up to 4-inch, do some outdoor cleanouts, get into some roots. So it's a very versatile machine. It's going to cover a lot of the work you guys need to do. The K60 is very compact. It's about 40 pounds, has a carry handle, here on the back, so very easy to carry up onto a roof, get in and out of the truck. To change between 5/8 and 7/8 cable, all you have to do is rotate this clutch adjustment here in the back to your cable size. Also, all sectional machines, I'll show you on the 5208, but there's a clutch jaw inside that helps activate the cable. It is something that you will have to replace over time, but it's very easy to do on the K60. You just have kind of these two bolts here on the back. You remove the back of this housing, and then you can change your clutch jaws. Another thing you may not know about it too is there's a thermal overload button switch, reset here, and just inside the grate, you just stick a screwdriver in and press it. So, hey, one day you're like, hey, my K60, it's not turning on, it's not working. Maybe all you have to do is flick that thermal overload reset, and that's by design. It just protects the motor from overheating and giving you the longevity in that machine. So next we're going to go to our 1500 machines. So these four are all very similar, just with a few different variants. But the K1500s, so all these machines can use 7/8 or now 1.25" sectional cable. So really, all the way up to 8-inch lines. These can spin up to 600 RPM. So going to be some of your best products for the nastiest roots and blockages. You'll see we have a few different variants here too. The ones over here, the A-frame, are the upright models. So these are a bit better for kind of storage in the truck, or you can hang some tools off of them. But we also then have these B-frame products, or some people call the wheelbarrow style. They sit a bit lower to the ground, a bit easier to get into crawl spaces and tighter workspaces. It's all preference on what you like. We also have the normal version, and then you see some that say SP. So the normal version of the K1500 has a 3/4 horsepower. The SP version is 1 full horsepower, so that can go up to 10-inch lines too. So the K1500 just with a bit more oomph and power. Next we'll move over here to our newest sectional machine, came out about 5 years ago. This is our K5208. So the idea with this product here is it's going to be the same, power and performance as the K1500. So it has a 3/4 horsepower, does 7/8 and 1.25" cable, but then it comes in the size and profile of the K60. So a bit smaller and lighter profile. This whole thing's about 50 pounds, but still has the punch of the K1500. There's a few quality of life features in here too. So as I mentioned, on changing the cable sizes, you have this clutch here, toolless clutch adjustment right here. It has an easy cord dump. All I gotta do is do that. Cord pops off. Also too, I'm gonna show you here how easy it is to change the clutch. So, if we look inside here, basically just take a flathead screwdriver to remove this piece. But if you wanna look in here, this is where we have the clutch. So this is what's gonna activate the cable. And now basically if I wanted to change this, I loosen this up. I'm gonna now release my handle. Drop it there. There we go. Have my clutch piece. So now I could take this out, replace it. Now one thing when we are using these products too, that we always say when you're using the clutch, push all the way down, fully activate the clutch. If you kind of do a light handle or only halfway, you're gonna feather it, and this is gonna wear out more quickly. So always push it all the way down. Now if I wanna put this back in, basically get that, set it flat, get this tight there, and then I can tighten my clutch here. And now I'm back in business. This is one of the most common repairs for a sectional machine and something you can do just in a couple minutes versus having to send it out to a shop or anything. The last thing that's kind of cool with or a couple more things actually with the 5208 is one is there's a fluid management system in here that's pretty cool. There's actually a drain plug here on the bottom, and inside the unit there's all these different pathways and diversions that are going to feed water away from the motor to that fluid control box, and then you can just dump it. So going to help prevent any fluid from getting inside the housing. And then also here too, we have our Trident decoupler. So it's a tool for changing cables or cable tools or cutter heads. It has a nice little kind of carry spot here, right on the 5208, so it's always with the tool, but it makes it very easy to change cables and cutter heads. So all I gotta do is I take this, you have 5/8 and 7/8 I can go to one of my cable heads or one of my cables. There we go. Now this just pops off just like that. So very simple, don't have to fight it or anything. All right. The last thing I want to show you with sectional machines, just the different baskets you have. So you have kind of the steel wire basket that comes standard with the K60, K50, and K1500. But then we also have this new cable carrier system that's with the 5208. Very simple. It sits on a platform here, and then basically, as this rotates, the cable will feed in and out. So it makes it very easy to manage all of your cables with a sectional machine. So those were all the sectional machines in the Ridgid lineup. Hope you guys learned something new. Now we're going to open it up for questions.
Yeah, so we have a few questions so far. So the first one we have is, what's the best model to cut through roots and other hard blockages?
Yeah, so I'd say the 1500 and the 5208 are going to have the most power. They're going to spin 600 to 700 RPM, and they have that 3/4 horsepower. So, that's going to be your best sectional machine for the nastiest roots and blockages.
Nice. Let's see what else we got. What type of maintenance do these machines require?
Yeah, the most common one is replacing those clutch jaws. So every tool you can replace that, the 1500, the K60, there's usually just 2 bolts on the back, and then you can disassemble it, put that new clutch jaw in. You guys saw me do it with the 5208. Takes a couple minutes, and that's just an easy repair or maintenance you guys can do at your shop versus having to send that into a service center.
Cool. What types of heads do you have?
Yeah, we have all sorts of cutter heads and cable tools that fit sectional products. We have spade cutters here for opening up grease blockages. We have different funnel augers for helping to burrow in something, pull it back. We have C cutters that help scrape the walls of pipes, help with roots. Yeah, we have all sorts of stuff. So if you have a certain Ridgid product, if you go to our website and find the product there, you'll see all the accessories that are applicable with it. So you can look at different bull boggers, spades, grease cutters, all that are specific to your machine.
Cool, and I'm checking to see if we have anything else. Are there different types of 1 to 1/4 inch cables?
Inch and a quarter
Yes.
cables. Yes, there are some with different winds. There may be an inner core 1 and a quarter. I'd have to look that up, but we can get back to you.
We sure can, Alan. And let's see what else. I think, this is a fun one. What's your favorite sectional?
Yeah, I'd say my favorite, it would be the K60. I mean, the K60 with the 5/8 and 7/8 cable options, you can probably get done, 90% of your work with that tool. You can do the smaller indoor stuff to the larger outdoor items like with roots, and that whole thing's about 40 pounds. So I'd go K60.
Cool. Let's see if we have any other questions coming through, but I don't think so. So with that, I think we're going to end our Job Site Live, and thanks so much for tuning in. If you do have any other questions, you can DM me, you can DM Alex, you can DM the Ridgid account, or visit us online, or reach out to your local Ridgid rep. And with that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you for the next Job Site Live.
Thanks, guys. Bye.